Online, am I audible? Online, can you hear me? Yes. Now, good morning, everyone. How are you all? Good. So, let's start it here. Yeah. Let's start with our usual routine. Like, anyone have any links to show? Good. Give me the links. Online people can send the links directly. SANI COL color dot netlify dot app. Okay, it's coming. The next one. BG change zero. Oh, James Bond. Huh. Netlify dot app. Okay. Online, whoever did also, please give me the links. Sir, Vijay Jangrid, if you keep functional component and class component, if you give both will also work. But you should not put both in one file. That is the only difference. You should not put both the things in one file. Okay. I got four. Fortunately, all four are good. See, four color. COD code color You are, huh? Girls, anyone? Double C padinda. Sorry. Girls, anyone? Okay. Huh? React backgrounds hyphen COLOR color hyphen changer. Listen, everyone. The only reason I'm showing you that someone's did this all is because I want you to get inspired. These were the same people who learned with you, but put their thoughts into somewhat presentation. You guys are also maybe practicing in your local system. You guys are also trying it. But I don't know, na? Maybe it's more creative than them. But everyone should know. Okay? If you don't tell your work, if you don't share your work, obviously the work is unheard. Okay? Right? There is a quotation in IT field. They feel it like unheard is equals to unimportant. If people are not listening about you, if people are not knowing about you, you are not important to them. That's a basic line. Okay. So let's see in the online if anyone have the link also. Okay, someone give local host link. That is very bad. Local host 3000. I can't open it. Yeah, that's your local host links. Fortunately, most of the people understand it. Nice. Now let's go here. Choose the color. Okay, let's choose the color. Okay. Is it changing when I'm changing it? Right. On change method. It's perfect. It's fixed for one particular box. That's good. Now, okay, let me do it again. Oh, this one actually, it's nice. Loading file is there on top loading. It's actually good. Border top. Okay, that's nice. This is what I actually thought. This one also good. Actually, by default they put pink. Okay, I have to click the button change for this. Okay. They did it in such a way that after clicking on click they did. Okay, but if you apply on change or on input for this particular one, it will work. That's good. Okay. This guy did it in using function, using class. But both will work. If you go with function or class, it works in the same way. Perfect. Right? See, end user don't know whether you used class or function. End user wants the output. Okay? And it's your thoughts, your choice to make it which one to choose, which one will be better, which one will be more good kind of one. Is it clear, ma? Yeah. Next, here, this. Okay. What about this clicking one? Oh, okay. He implemented the both. Nice. Next, change. Oh, this guy also did with on click. Okay. Some background is there, I think. Oh, this is good. That images are there. Nice. Select color. It's nice. He's also showing the color code. That's good. And last ones is not working. This one's Glean Learning is not working. I hope you all remembered this, how we did. We will just see it one more time, like what we discussed in this and how we did this, and then we will move forward. Okay. We are actually discussing slowly, sir. I want everyone to follow it. Okay. Once you all understand the basics, we are still in basics only, no worries. Okay. Once you understand the basics, you will get the glimpse of React. Then I can fasten up. Okay. Now let's go here. Let's open the project. In the project BG changer, let's go to a terminal. npm start. Oh, I have to go to that particular one. cd projects, cd bg changer, npm run dev. Then it will run. It will open 5173. Is it clear, sir? Now, now come here. Sir, how do you do that? First, your application goes to this main. Obviously, in the main, you can't do anything. You don't need to do anything, right? Which is a basic one. And here, sir, can I take main class one, function one, both? Yes, actually both will do same work here. So that's why I'm not taking it. If you take both also, it doesn't matter to it. Now, index, okay, CSS, index CSS has nothing. So let's delete it. Go here, main index.css. Let's delete it. Now next, app class. First, we will see functional component. Functional components are easy to understand and to implement. Then you can do class components. Now here, what we did in the functional component, I just took it use state. I just took it CSS import. And in the CSS, I implemented whatever the basic CSS which I know. And then go down here. I took one state value, sir. How do you take a state value? You will use something called use state hook. Use state hook will have basic initial value in the brackets, and it will give you two things. One is variable, one is function. One is variable and one is function. But function is used to update this variable. Why you need to do use state function only to update? You can directly update it. Yes. For example, background is there. Sir, here, why to use set background? Can't you do directly here? Background equals to random color. Will it work or not? It will work. Background will change. But the only difference is your page will not re-render. Same example I did for count. If you write count equals to count plus 1 or count plus plus, it will automatically change. But what you will get it is answer like the background. If you wanted to console, if I write it here, console.log background, every time I will get the changed color only. Okay. But it will not show on the screen. Why? Because it will not re-render. Okay, the set functions or whatever the use state functions are there, the use state functions will not only update the value, they update and re-render the component. Because they re-render the component, you are seeing the component with a new value. There is a minute difference between reloading and re-rendering. Re-rendering means it will take it the present state value. If I reload the page again, the count will become 0. Right or not? Yeah. Now, let's go down. Yeah, this is I just put a on click change method. But same thing if you have to implement in your class program, sir. In class program, you have to use something called you have to use this dot state. Whenever you are writing it, this dot state dot something, because you initialize the value, this dot state with the value. You have to write a state object. You have to write a state object, and to update the state value, you have something called set state. You have something called set state. Okay. So until a certain time, sir, try to practice class component and functional components both. Okay. Later you can change it up. Is it clear, ma? Till now any doubt, sir? No. Now let's do more. Now, how do we get the hex code when we put the input type color? Sir, if we put the input type color, then you will get the hex code by using target. You can try it something called target. I think you all know target, right? Let me show it to you. Like in today's code, I will show it to you. The what to do project. Let's do a basic to do. We will do so many to dos. We will do to do one. Let's try it up. Now, how to start the application? Control C, Y, and here npm create with. Okay, I'm in BG Changer. No, CD projects only. npm create with at the rate latest with at the rate latest, and here it will ask you the project name and all. To do one React JavaScript or JavaScript SWC, no worries. CD to do one npm install npm install npm run dev, which will open a basic uh, application which will have counter. Actually, in your basic application you will have counter. Yeah, so let's stop it here. Let's go here to do. Let's go here src. Let's go here and change this all. First index.js I'm removing everything. App.js I'm removing everything. App.css I'm removing everything. Okay. So all three files I removed everything, sir. Index.css. This is the main CSS, right or not? I think you know basics here. Things like I will put it something called box sizing, border box, uh, padding 0, margin 0. Sir, why you are keeping it, sir, just like that? In the main file, I just keep it something. Now we need app.css and we have app.jsx. Let's do a basic to do application, ma. You can write it in the app.css and you can write the to do application separately in another component, or you can write it both, implement it here only. Okay, it's up to you. Now let's implement it here. I'm writing it import. No need. Function app export the default. You can write it here only. No worries. Default. Huh. Correct. Is it clear, ma? Any doubts? Now, if you want to use the previous CSS code, you have to copy and paste it because there is no relation between this particular application and that particular application. Now here, return div. I will keep one input. Sir, what is the target you are implementing? I want to write it like this. So simple. I want to put one input box and I want to put one button here. People will enter something like walking and I will click this button. Here walking will come. Again, they enter here, it will become empty now. Then again they enter running and click the button. Here running will come. That is the first task. Then later I will give each and everything here delete button also. If I click on them, they will also delete it. That's what basic to-do application will do, right or not? Okay. Slowly we will increase the features. Is it clear, ma? For optimal purposes, actually we will divide each and everything into different components. In real-time scenarios, they will take it whole this thing into one component. Okay, which is a to-dos, and in the to-dos they will keep it in app, and then in the to-dos, each and everything they will keep one more thing like to do as separate component. Okay, so app, to-dos, to do, like that they will do three components. Instead of using that nested components, I am using it directly everything in app. Okay, but later if we want, we will just split it up into another components also. Okay, because we know the concept of props. Now next, come here. Now here, input. Let's take a state value, const value, comma, set value equals to use state. Initially the use value is empty string. Initially the value is empty string. So next here, one button. Click. If someone clicks this button on click, sorry, here on click only, na? On click. Then it will do one function. Let's take a function as like add. Did I write it any add function? No. Let's implement add, sir. Const add equals to. Sir, I am using arrow function. If you use normal function, absolutely no difference here. Okay. Till now, any doubts, ma? No. Here, I am also printing it. Let's take it and another div. Let's keep it inside. Control X, Control V, again div. See, this is for taking the input. And in this div, I will print them. In this div, I will print them. Any doubts, sir? Any doubts? No. Very good. Instead of taking it as normal value, I will take it set values. I will take it as array, empty array. So every time user enter it, I will push it into array and I will show that array here. How do you display the array, sir? I want to display values array, and now values dot map, values dot. Sir, why did you put braces, sir? Because value map and all JavaScript, you need to put braces. And then map is having a callback function. In that callback function, you will write it here, whatever the value, each time t. Sir, why t? You can put anything. Now braces. Here I want to write HTML, so I will put normal braces. Inside this, I will write it something called uh, li. I will keep this all thing inside a ul. Sir, why ulli only? It will be good if you use it a list there. That's it. Okay, it's not necessary. Now inside this li, I will just print it, sir. T. That's it. This is T only, na? How do you print it? T. T. See this, ma. If you can understand the second UL line, almost you understand the basic React actually. Can you able to understand that? What it will print? If the array have 2, 3, 4, 5, it will print 2, 3, 4, 5 in a li list. Right? Clear, sir? Now actually our target is whenever someone clicks on this, it will call this add method. In this add method, I want to add whatever inside this input. Whatever the inside the input you will write now, that value you want, I want to store it there. Any doubts? Any doubts, sir? No. You can directly give this. You can directly give here only value equals to uh, let's take it here, const value comma set value, which is equals to use state empty. Here I will write it on change. Sir, the moment you are changing the input, that means you are typing something, na? And at that time, what I will do, I will just change the value for set value to e dot target dot value. Sir, what is this e dot target dot value, sir? Do you people know what is e dot target? For the persons who don't know, E is a event trigger, sir. E is a event trigger. Now see, can anyone tell me here what is the event? On change. Very good. On change is the event. Who is triggering the on change? Which tag is triggering the on change? Input tag. What is that? Input tag. So on change event, we got target. Who is that? Input. And input ka value. Input ka value means whatever the value you write. Right or not? Okay, imagine here I call add, sir. In the add, if I take it view. Okay. If I just write it here, console.log e dot target. Just for a case, I am writing it. Now guess what it will print? If I click on this button, it will call the add. Add will have v. V means event. What event it will have? On click. Sir, you don't need to pass it anything, sir. By default, it will pass the event. Now on click is the event, which is a see mouse event handler, pointer event handler. It will show like that. Now, what is the e dot target? Who is targeting this particular event? Huh? Hey, button is clicking here. Hey, that is for on change, na? This is for on click. Add. Dekho, see. Check the event. Who triggers that event? Now see here. Forget. Think about add. Who is triggering the add? Button. So button will be target for click event. Okay. That click event will wait for button to get clicked. Right or not? Now if you write it here, if you go here, if you check it upon, Why it did not print anything? At least it should show button na. Control C, Y. This is app.jsx. In the main.jsx, app.jsx is there. Export defaults. Use state is not defined. I did not import it. I imported na. Haha. Now देखो some button is there. Now here if I click on this button, what it is coming? Button. Click button is coming, right or not? Why click button only coming, sir? Because you said whenever you click on this particular one, call the add. Call the add. And what is targeting this event? Button. So button, and if I write it here, text content. But button का text content क्या है? What is button का text content? Can anyone tell me? What is the button का text content? Click. Button का text content is click. See, button का text content is click. Okay, is it clear, ma? Now, go here. If you check it here, if you click on this, it will come click. The same way, whenever I am entering this, whenever I am entering the value inside the particular input, on changing, or you can write it on change or on input, your wish. On change or on input, automatically I'm taking the event and I'm taking e dot target dot value, because input elements don't have text content. Input element will have value, and that value, whatever the input element have, I am giving it into set value. Set value means this value will be updated, right or not? Now, if someone clicks on this add, now what I will do, I will just write it here. Set values. Inside the set values, I will just write array dot values comma value. Any doubts here? For the persons who did not understand this line, sir, you should know something called spread operator in your JavaScript. So spread operator क्या है? See, for example, if you are having an array ARR equals to 1, 2, 3. This is JavaScript, sir. Now you are creating something ARR2. If I write it here, dot ARR comma 4. Can anyone tell me what will be the ARR2 value? Perfect. The same way I am doing it. I am saying it every time whenever you are pushing a value into this, already value is updated now. Value is nothing but whatever you type it in input, right or not? Now I am saying it, values means initially empty, but I am saying it every time you update, means keep your previous values, and update the new value, right or not? First time I updated walking, okay. Second time when I updated running, walking also should come now. So that's why I'm saying it, keep your previous values array, keep it, and then add the new one into this one. I'll make it a new array in the set values. Now values array will be updated, and that arrays will be printed here. Now if I go here and if I see it in the code, now here I enter walking, When I'm entering, what is happening, when I'm entering, automatically it's updating the value. It is updating the value. And when I'm clicking on this, whatever the updated value is there, that value will be stored into the values. Very good. Now walking came. But sir, when walking came, is the walking removed from here? I want it to remove. So go here and making it here. Set value empty. Set value empty. Now let's see here. Refresh again. Now running. Click. Oh, set value became empty, but it is not changing it here. Go here. Write it here. Value is equals to, take it the value, which is whatever. So if you keep it instead of value any other name like task and all, you will remember it easily. Now I am saying it, always the value will be whatever inside this. I make it here empty. So let's start it here one more time. See, this time it became empty. Now go here. See, running. And when I click on this, running came. Now next, click on walking. Whenever you are writing walking, value is get updated. And whenever you are clicking it here, values are updated and added because Mac is there. And and at the same time, set value become empty now. That's why the value inside this particular input box also became empty. Any doubts in that? Any doubts in that? It's clear now? Or if you see it here, you will get some warning actually. Program is running safely, but one warning will be there. See the warning. Can you see it? Each child in a list should have a unique key prop. Did you remember when I told you Mac first time? I told you every list in React will like to have a unique key. Why, sir? Because virtual DOM, you have to identify each and every list separately. How the virtual DOM will work, sir? It will compare it because it will actually think everything as unique. Here, what is the difference between running and walking? Both are lists only, no? Same kind of things. There is no unique property for that. So you have to pass one unique value to this. Every time when you are calling this li, so let's pass something called index also. Comma I is like index. Now hi here key equals to I. Very good. Sir, if you don't do that also, it will exactly show you, sir. Okay. But it's not good. Okay. In real time scenarios. Now, if you see, now here, walking, click. See, there are no warnings because it can identify each one separately. Running, click. See, there are no warnings. Is it clear, ma? Is it clear, everyone? Yeah, one more thing, everyone, just to notify you all. Uh, some technical reasons like we will have a break actually. Our next class after today will be Monday. Okay. So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and the Saturday and the Sunday, you will have 4 days off, and I will give you some tasks for that. Okay. You can implement the tasks. I will post the tasks in the classroom. Okay. You can do that small programs, but our next class will start it in Monday. Monday week, we will have it more important topics. Okay. Whatever the complete React one, you will get it in Monday that week. Okay. Now let's go here. Sir, every time it's printing it, na? Let's print one button for a delete also. Let's print one button for a delete. How do you print it, sir? Button. And I'm giving some value. Delete. Sir, why it is showing it like this? Has to be only one parent element na? JSX. Yes. Let's go here. Let's give it inside only then. In this li only, let's give it button. So what will happen? See, they came like this. Now if I write it here, walking, enter, walking with this, running, running. Now if I click on this button, what should happen, sir? It should delete. It should delete that particular element. It should delete that particular element. And how do you do that? Go here, on click, on click. Let's call one method. We don't call delete method because there are default delete methods and all in JavaScript. So go here, remove something, and I will define that remove method here. Const remove. Is it clear, sir? Now, if someone clicks on this, now this remove method is there. Huh? On click. Hey, sorry, I put it for li now. That's wrong. I should put it for button only. And here I need to pass an ID I. ID is I. And here it will take it the ID, I as ID, and it will remove that particular ID. How do you do that, sir? Values dot splice, values dot splice, and then values dot splice. How do you delete an element in the ID? You will give that particular ID and you will say 1. So splice will work it like this, sir. You have to specify where you want to delete, how many you want to delete. I want to delete 1 value. And after deleting it, you have to update the set values with the remaining values. Values. Set. Splice is a method in your JavaScript, sir. In JavaScript for maps, for arrays, we have one method called splice. Splice is used to delete it wherever you want it. It will add also. It can take 3 arguments, but basically if you give 2 arguments, first is where you want to delete. I want to delete at the ID index. Second, you want to delete it, how many you want to delete? 1 I want to delete. Now, after that I updated it, sir. Now let's go here and check it. Now let's just refresh it once. Now here, walking. It's deleted. You know why it's deleted? Sir, if you directly call like this, it will call again and again and again, sir. Okay. So whenever you are passing it, you should call it like this. If you remember, we did that. Infinitely getting called. So instead of that error, now it will work nicely. Because the moment I'm typing, it is deleting it. Now walking, running, jumping. Now let's delete running. See, there are no errors. If I click on running, running is deleted and updated. Any doubt, sir? You can just show me an alert like, do you really want to delete it? And if I click on yes only, you can delete it. It's up to you how you want to make your UI. And you can, if you know Bootstrap, you can use for this simple thing Bootstrap, so that nicely it will be interactive. The input box will be not like this. The input box will be in the middle. Okay. And the click action with the nice interactions, or this whatever the coming are, they are coming walking here, and delete button here. Or let's have another button which is done, like tick mark. If someone clicks on this tick mark, then you will get some strike here. A line through will come, because that means that particular task is over. You got my point? That's what to do now, right or not? It's not necessary like you have to go with list view only. It's up to your imagination, sir. Sir, I want to write it like one input box, and whatever the to-dos are coming, I want to show it in a grid structure. Show it up to your wish, and show the grid structure, and here put done button, delete button, and delete it up to your wish. You can make it a simple to-do, but if you do to-do application, sir, if you do to-do application, you will get it basically how to use it. Because here I use actually two states, and I managed with the different functions here. See? Now, sir, can I write this using different components? Yes. Let me make it here. Todos dot JSX, and one more thing called todo dot JSX. Always remember, ma, when you are writing this, it should start with capital. Now todos. Sir, did you remember the shortcut to get these things? If you have the extension which I told you, if you write RA, okay, RA means React arrow functions will come. You make it React arrow functions directly, you make it React functional components also, RFC. RFC or RAFC, to your wish. If I write it RFC with the E, so that export also will come. Basically, it will come completely. This is all because of the extension. Okay, by default it will come. For faster thing, RAFE quick. Now here. Now what you will do, sir? Now you know what I will do. I will just take out this thing. I will just write this whole logic of remove, add, and all inside the to-dos. Inside this to-dos. And then import the use state, Control X, go here to-dos, and then go to app. What more are there in the return statement? This div, pura div, Control X, go here, write it here, and then import the div, import to do, import to do from to do, and I will write it here to do. Go here, app, Control X, go to to-dos. Here each li value will be one to do, and this li values will be inside a to do. Actually, it won't work. Like, we have to configure it. Let me configure it from starting. First thing, sir, inside this app, I don't want anything. I wanted to do to come. Import to dos, and here to dos. Now in this, any doubts? Now I just printed it to do's. Now whole your program is inside the to do's, right or not? Now let's check it one by one. Go here. Okay, same logic, whatever you did. Okay, use state is there, values are there, value is there, add is there, remove is there. But did I implement it remove here? No. Remove button is inside that li. Remove button is inside the li. Where is that li? Child component it is. I see इसका to do का child component, to do's का child component to do. Right or not? So now inside the child component some value is there. First thing, how do you send values from parent to child? Props. Remember props. Now here I wanted to send this p value, I value. Right or not? So let's send it here. Ask equals to p. Index equals to I. Any doubts, sir? So let's go here. Here it will take these values using props. Sir, you can do destruction here, or you can directly write props.ask props.index. So here props dot task, oh sorry, index here props dot task. Props dot task. What happened? Now let's go here. Let's see whether it is working or not. Button will not, that remove button is not working. I will tell you now. Walking, click, running, click. It works as smooth as it is, right? So that you divide the component. Sir, now interesting point is there in interview questions they will ask you. Sir, here if I put this button is whenever you are clicking it, what function is running? What function is running? Remove. Sir, where is that remove function, sir? Inside the parent. Inside the to-dos. Right or not? So to-dos is parent, to-do is child. Sir, parent have one function, sir. Parent have one function. And child is having, a child has to call that. How do you do that? You can send the function also here. You can send, how do you send it? Same thing. Remove also you can send it with logic. Remove. You can write it with the same name. I'm using same name. Remove equals to remove. You can send the props as a value, a function. The state also can be sent from one particular parent component to child component. Is it clear? Any doubt, sir? Sir, how can I do child to parent? You can actually do child to parent also. Child can send some value to the parent also. How? Parent can send some message here. Imagine something like this is there. Const dummy text, comma, set dummy text, set dummy text. Now equals to use state, and here it is empty. Now I am printing this dummy text also, sir, here. Initially I will give value dummy, and I will write one function update, and this update function will be given some text, and if someone call this, it will do set dummy text to text. Sir, so simple, sir. If someone call this update method with some parameter of text, something, some string, and that value will be given to dummy text. Right or not? But I am not going to call this update method. I am going to send this update method to child. Update equals to name also update only I am giving it. Okay. Now let's go here the child, sir. In the child, this is props.remove anyway. Watch for though. Now here I'm gonna write some other logic, sir. Uh, Paragraph. I am child. Now here I am just giving you another input. Inside is input. Inside is input. If someone writed something on change, the moment you did some changes, sir, the moment you did some changes, sir, it will call the method updates. Sorry. Props.update. Props.update e dot target dot value. Sir, you cannot send it. React goes with one-way data flow, one-way data binding. Data flows from parent to child only. But in case if your child wants to update parent value, how do you do that, sir? Parent will send one method to child. Child will call this method and then send it to parent. And in the parent, the value will be updated. Directly, child cannot send the value. I wrote it one method, update method. Now, actually, this update method can update the dummy text, right or not? Update method can update the dummy text. But did I ever use this update in this parent? No. I'm just sending it to child. I'm just directly sending it to child. When the child is calling this update method, if child is giving high, then automatically dummy text in the parent will become high. So that is the way you can send the value from child to parent. You cannot directly send it. First, parent has to send one function, and that function child will call so that the parent value will be updated. Is it clear, sir? Is it clear? Yeah. Now let's see. A little bit needs to be. You have to focus on a bit. Now focus here. Now see, initially it's dummy. Why this is child input is not there? Control C. Here I put this inside values na. So because values is empty, that dummy is not coming. Okay. Now anyway, let's write it here. npm run dev. Now here, let's call this walking. Then input will come. Now see, the child input came na. Now in the child input, I'm giving Raj. What it is happening? The dummy text became Raj. Right or not? The dummy text became Raj because I used on change automatically whenever I'm changing, it is changing. But where is that dummy text in the parent? And where I am changing it? Child. So child is giving the value to the parent. How? Because parent send one function and the child is actually calling that function and passing the value. That value received by the parent and will update to itself. Is it clear, ma? Child cannot update the value of parent directly. Parent has to send one function, then only it can update it. Any doubts? Any doubts, sir? No. Just a little bit focus on that and you will understand it one more time. To make it understand, you just create two boxes. See, if you want it better understanding, what you will do, write it here, two boxes, and put here one input. Take it this as parent one, this as child one. First write it in parent in books, and if I write it anything, it should print it in child. It should print it in child. Okay. And in child also put one input. If I write it anything here, it should print it here. You can make it a vice versa. If you can able to do that simple logic, automatically it will be work. Okay. In the logic which I did, it was actually complex. Okay, but your logic, if you try, you will get it. Okay. One more time. Sir, how do you updated the parent value? In the parent, I just took it one use state, sir. And in that, I have one dummy text. Initially, the dummy text is empty. Sorry, dummy. Initially, dummy text is dummy, and I'm printing it also. Now, here I wrote one method update. If someone call this update method with some parameter, automatically dummy text will be updated. But I'm not calling this update method. Instead, I'm giving this dummy method to do. I'm saying it to do only, please take this dummy. And then to do is taking this update method and calling this update method whenever it is changing it something. Is it clear, ma? Is it clear? Okay. Now it's like the parent, for example, if parent wants to give some money to the child, they can directly give. In case the child wants to give a particular value, imagine parent you cannot give directly. Then you will have a set of accounts, and parent will give you the account, and you will put that into the account, and the parent will take it. Here account is state. So the parent will create a state, and the state will be given to the child. Child will update, give some value into it, and the parent will take it and receive it. Is it clear, sir? Okay. Just a bit practice will be enough. Okay. Practically. Now, these were the concepts, sir. Uh, what are the main tasks you need to do by Monday? Implement counter. Implement counter with even odd functionality. Implement a counter with even or odd functionality. That means, sir, here one counter button is there, one plus and minus are there. If I click on plus, one will come now. Whenever one chain came, here it should print odd. If it is even, I want it even. If it is odd, I want it odd. Every time, whenever the value comes, I wanted to check it even or odd, and I want to print it on somewhere in your code. Okay. Now, second one. Implement a basic model with a close button. Sir, do you know this is a basic JavaScript? How do you do the models value? I think you know in JavaScript. Do you know what is it mean by model? Pop-ups. Yes. For the persons who don't know, model means if you type it here, like model.js, I will show you model.js. See, here if you see here, if I click on this, it is opening now. Yeah. I want it in React. This is actually whatever the concept you know only. Okay. If I click on the button and I wanted something to come. Okay. That is called model. And next, implement a to-do application. A to-do application with with each task done, updates, delete operations. Sir, I will have three operations. One task come. If I click on done, the task will be striken out. If I click on update, then I can write it. For example, I typed walking, and if I click on update, I can change that walking to some other thing. Okay. If I click on delete, that will be entirely deleted. Is it clear? The next, last one, implement an accordion. Implement an accordion in React. For the persons who don't know accordions are used for FAQ purposes. Uh, accordions accordion JS. I will show you how the accordions looks like. These are called accordions. If I click on this, see, for FAQ purposes in every website it will be there. Frequently asked questions. Right or not? Is it clear? Yeah. Sir, do I need to implement it everything on my own? No. I'm saying it as a better developer, you don't need to start it from scratch. First, see someone's read. You may use better sources. First thing, try CodePen. CodePen, if you type it React, you will get it React things in CodePen. Okay. So many things you will get it. Just check it how the React things will work. Okay. Different React CodePens will be there. Here, just type it React and you will get so many logics and you can check it here. Okay. Check it whether you are getting it actual one and you are understanding it or not. Second one, free front end. Free front end. If you go here, free front end, and here actually you will have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and all. React is also there. See, React. So inside this React, if you want it, see, I wanted React accordions. See here, 25 accordions are there. I asked you to create one, but I don't want you to copy and paste it. Check it, understand it, change it, and bring it. And if you don't understand it, bring it what you don't understand. The doubts we will clarify. See, here only accordions are there, models will be there, input text are there, progress bars, tabs, so many are there. See these things, get inspired from them. Okay. How they did it, for example, if you open this accordion, shit. If I go here, if I open any one accordion here, see, imagine this one. I want to check it. Now go here. It will. So it is opening GitHub one. Oh, okay. No, that is React Native. Whatever is React Native, wo chhod do. Go with only reactive ones. See, this open in a code pen. This is a React, and they use the class component. Okay, and I want you to implement the same thing using functional component. Right or not? And change the text, change the colors, change the icons and all. Is it clear, ma? Okay. You don't need to build it everything from scratch. Understanding someone's code is actually making you better developer. Okay. Any doubts? Any doubts in today's class, sir? No. So practice well and everyone bring your URLs and we'll meet you on Monday. Okay. Thank you. Online, any doubts you can mention, ma? No. Okay. So, thank you.